ACC is proud to present its 17th Lifetime Achievement Award, sponsored by RBC Royal Bank this evening.
We would now like to invite Mr. Tyson Jones, Regional Vice President, Commercial Financial Services of RBC, to the stage.
Thank you so much. Hey. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tyson Jones. I am RBC's Regional Vice President of Commercial Financial Services, responsible for the Greater Toronto region. On behalf of RBC and my colleagues in the room here, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of you and a sincere congratulations to all the nominees and award recipients for this year's ACCE Chinese Canadian Entrepreneur Awards. It's truly a privilege to be here and to be the sponsor of the Lifetime Achievement Award again this year. These awards are among the most prestigious and recognized entrepreneurial awards in our country. And as a financial institution with deep business and personal ties to the Chinese Canadian community, we are honored to be a part of them. I'd like to thank the ACCE for putting on another fantastic, fabulous awards gala, recognizing all of the Chinese Canadian entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are the engine of the Canadian economy and are at the forefront of driving innovation and change across sectors, which is why RBC works with millions, up to millions of entrepreneurs each and every day. Since 2006, RBC has been working together with ACCE to help Chinese Canadian business owners become more competitive in today's global market. And we are proud and humbled to support and celebrate all of you today. Tonight, I have the privilege to present the 2023 ACCE Lifetime Achievement Award, which over the years has counted some of our nation's most influential political, business, and community leaders. The winner of this year's award is one of Canada's most prolific business leaders. She's a globally recognized academic, corporate director, and international trade specialist. Over the last 30 years, she has served as one of the country's most respected businesswomen and has been recognized on numerous occasions as Canada's most influential women in business. On top of her incredible corporate success, she has also done so much for the community at large, from inspiring young minds through her academic work, to serving on dozens of corporate and nonprofit boards for her advocacy for corporate transparency, governance, and for greater representation for women in leadership. This year's award recipient is nothing short of remarkable. Now, without further ado, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Please join me in congratulating the recipient of the 2023 ACCE Lifetime Achievement Award, Dr. Eva Kwok.
Congratulations, Dr. Eva Lee Kwok, Chairperson and CEO of Amara Holdings, Inc. Now, let's watch her video.
A woman who has paved the way for many other women, Dr. Eva Lee Kwok is a renowned entrepreneur, business executive, and investor. Since 1992, Dr. Kwok has served as chairperson and chief executive officer of Amara Holdings, Inc. Previously, she has been involved in many leadership positions, including president and managing director of Melcorp Mercantile Incorporated, vice president of the Asia Pacific Foundation of Canada, and president and chief executive officer of the Saskatchewan Institute of Applied Science and Technology.
So if you are a young entrepreneur starting, don't forget, sometimes it's very tempting to rush through the process of being successful, so to speak, making a deal. If you don't have that integrity, you can only do it once. The second time, it'll come back to haunt you.
Dr. Kwok is a distinguished academician, having held senior positions in both the College of Medicine and Home Economics at the University of Saskatchewan from 1968 to 88. She ultimately went on to become the Dean of the College of Home Economics. Her many years of experience have made her one of Canada's most respected business leaders, especially in the Canadian and Asia-Pacific trade sectors.
In the old days, when you do business, there's no such thing of signing documents. I don't know how many thousands of pages. A good handshake is that because the integrity was there.
Dr. Kwok went on to found Amara Holdings. She is a dedicated philanthropist, serving on the board of directors of several organizations, which include the British Columbia Women's Hospital and Health Centre, the Vancouver General Hospital Foundation, and the British Columbia Progress Board.
Everything about you communicates. How you hold yourself, how you talk to people, how you treat people. In fact, in a way, even how you dress, how you carry yourself. That is communication. But sometimes entrepreneurs forget about this.
Dr. Kwok has been on a total of 16 corporate boards across various sectors. She currently still serves on 5, including Synovus Energy, Chung Kong Infrastructure, CKI, Chung Kong Life Sciences, CKLS, and Chung Kong Asset Holdings, CK Asset Holdings, and Li Ka-shing Canada Foundation.
To me, so often, companies lose it because they don't give enough training or they don't respect their frontline people. At the frontline people that does the work for you. I mean, you are the executive, you go up the top, but you lose touch with your real people, which are the frontline people. And I think this is very, very important.
Her previous corporate board positions include Telesystems International Wireless, TIW, Wascana Energy, AT&T Canada Long Distance Services, Scott Paper Canada, Coca-Cola Beverages, Mutual Life, Clarica Life Insurance Company, Fletcher Challenge Canada, Husky Energy, BMO, Bank of Montreal, Vancouver Board of Trade, Air Canada, and Shoppers Drug Mart. Dr. Kwok's unwavering commitment to excellence and innovation has made her a true trailblazer and a driving force in the business world. She is a role model for women in business and has paved the way for greater diversity and inclusion in corporate leadership.
You have to go beyond that. You cannot build silos. You are part of the fabric of the society. If we want to make Canada strong, we are part of Canadians, whatever color creed you are. We have to break down these silos and then we have to work together. But the concept remains. We are here in whatever we do is for the people ahead of us.
It is our great honor to recognize Dr. Eva Lee Kwok for her many accomplishments with the Chinese Canadian Entrepreneur of the Year Awards Lifetime Achievement Award for 2023. Congratulations!
May we all welcome Dr. Eva Lee Kwok to the stage to receive the ACCE Lifetime Achievement Award presented by RBC.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Hold on, can I get this from you? Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Honored guests, sponsor of this award, Royal Bank of Canada, friends, thank you
for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for being here. My deepest congratulations at the same time is to all the recipients tonight for the various awards you will be getting. You don't know who you are yet, but you will. Thank you, President Kevin Aoyang, members of the ACCE Lifetime Achievement Award Nominations Committee. Thank you all for the courage of nominating and supporting me for this Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm not your traditional entrepreneur. I'm actually quite eclectic. You can tell from the background. I'm all over the map. However, I'm so humbled, truly humbled and grateful, thrilled and flattered to be standing here to receive this award. Now, occasions like this, there's so many people you want to thank, but I'm being given 2 minutes. I will try and stick to 2.5 minutes. Is that a bargain? So I'll be as quickly as I can. But the first thing I do want to say is, I would not be here today had it been not for my guardian, Mrs. Vi Hawkins. I was her ward. She was my guardian when I was about 12 in Australia. I moved to Australia when I was about 12, went to boarding school, and in those days in boarding school, you have to have a guardian to make sure that you have somewhere to go during the holidays. And it is because of her that I'm standing here tonight. She made me who I am today. And she taught me one thing, and I want to relay it to all of you, and that is, you can be anything you want to be. Just believe in yourself. So for all these young entrepreneurs out there, listen to this. Because of her, I went from, as you could tell from some of the pictures, a very, very timid young woman to be now like a fishmonger's wife who can't stop talking and always giving unsolicited advice. Whether you like it or not, it's there. Those of you who know me know that's that. To my husband, Stanley Kwok, who was the recipient of the 2016 Lifetime Achievement Award, who unfortunately could not be here tonight, but he has always supported and encouraged me. In fact, sometimes a bit too much. He gets very enthusiastic. Every board that I've been offered, you say, yes, 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 take it, take it, take it, regardless. I want to thank so many people, as I said, but I want to say thank you to my niece, Teresa, who flew in from London late last night, excuse me, my boss, I'm going, to be here tonight to celebrate this award with me. There's so many people I know out there who are here at this event just to support me. I thank you. I stand here tonight on the shoulders of many, many giants before me. This award is as much of them, for them, as it is for me. Throughout my career, I've been very, very blessed with many sponsors. I haven't had many mentors because during my time, there wasn't such a thing as mentoring, really. But I was very lucky to have sponsors. And to all of us award winners tonight, it is within each of us and each of our responsibility to not only now we mentor others, but to sponsor those following us. It is very, very important. With this honor, with all the honor that's bestowed to all of us tonight, comes responsibility. For the young entrepreneurs here tonight, unfortunately, you still have a bit of way to go to climb that hill. You all know what I mean. But for those of you who have reached that award stage and a very privileged position, please make sure you support all your fellow female colleagues. And for all the men in the audience, the more you support your female colleagues, the more successful you will be, the more diversified your team will be, and it'll be all very good. We often talk about, especially these days, about gender equality, and it is now fashionable to tick the boxes. What percentage of your company has female employees, female executives? To me, it is just that, ticking the boxes. To me, it's the actions that is required. It is when you have a group of people working together, it is the diversity of mind beyond gender. It is the different ideas that people talk about in your group. It is out of the box thinking, empathy, and many of the soft skills that women do bring to the stage. So finally, I want to share with you that this is so important for any young person listening today. Go beyond ticking the boxes, do something. Now, you know, before I came tonight, I thought, oh, what am I going to wear? This is a Lifetime Achievement Award. I have to get dressed up nicely. But you know, when you get a Lifetime Achievement Award, it tells you you're old, right? You're really ancient. And nobody expects you to come on stage looking like Lady Gaga. So that's okay. That's okay. That's the beauty of getting old, because you can be who you want and just the way you are and have no expectations. Now, I want to, when I thought, well, what am I going to say? I coined an acronym tonight. I thought maybe just for simplicity's sake, that you might remember. And the acronym I made up is CAP. You know, like a baseball cap, CAP. C, like C, to me stands for commitment. When you make a commitment, whether it's personal or business, you must honor your commitment. The old-fashioned handshake still remains. Now, I know there are many lawyers in this room tonight. I'm not trying to get you out of a job or trying to cut off, but all the legalese will not replace personal commitment. Your word is your reputation. It takes years to build it, as you all know. It takes seconds to destroy it. The second word of CAP is A, CAP, attitude. If you have a positive attitude in life, to me, the sun always shines, regardless. Attitude is everything, especially during your down days. If you have the right attitude, you do fine. You learn from others, associate yourself with people who are better than you are, and you learn from listening. You don't just learn from old folks, like old fogies like me, but you can also learn from young kids. I learn from young kids. You'll be surprised what they can teach you if you're prepared to listen. Learn from failures. It's too easy to talk about people who are successful. Let's learn from the successful people. No, you learn more actually from failures. Every one of us here tonight have failed somewhere along the line. I have, many have. We pick up and off we go again. The most important thing is don't be an as you climb the corporate ladder to success and become a leader, excuse me, and become a leader, don't be an emperor with no clothes. P is for passion. You have to have passion in everything you do, and success will follow. It is all so normal for entrepreneurs and those in business, of course, to correlate success with making money. Of course you have to make money, otherwise you're not going to go very far. However, perhaps an even more important aspect to think about is passion. If you're passionate in what you do, money will follow. So remember when you get off tonight, think of cap, think of baseball cap. Now all this to me must be surrounded, wrapped up with a good dose of sense of humor. I want to give you a quick example of how important sense of humor is. And that has kept me going over the years. When I was president of the Saskatchewan Institute of Applied Science and Technology, about a few months before Christmas, they went on, all the unions, all the faculty members, all the staff went on strike. Every one of them. And then that evening when I went home, I found that my garden was filled with cow dung, cow manure. Whole bunch, all the garden was filled with cow dung. I was frustrated, annoyed. I paused. I then settled down and I called the head of the local at that time, I don't know what it was, 365 or something. I called him to thank him for doing such a good deed by delivering a truckload full of manure for my garden, and that I did not have to fertilize my lawn for the next year. And indeed, it was true, because the bushes grew better, the trees grew more. It saved me a lot of money. So that was one example. Another quick example was when I sit on a lot of the corporate boards, very often I'm the only female. And you know what, some of you will appreciate this. During their so-called bathroom breaks, very often the men would get out, few of them, and just go to the washroom. And what they do in the washroom is beyond me, but very often they discuss things to me are of quite important aspects. So one day I said to one of them, I said, you know, the next time you go to the washroom, I'm going to follow you, and I'm going to be outside the men's washroom and see what you have to say. So I think these are just small examples of having some sense of humor. And to be successful, you really have to have all those things. I will end here by saying an expression I used a long time ago, and I don't even remember where I got it from, but I still use it. I'm going to say it very slowly because it's very important. I was who you are, and you will be who I am today. So congratulations to all of you. You will all, somewhere along the line, be standing out here. Thank you very much for this award.